Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind.
There's a world outside every dark and dark, where blues don't haunt you anymore, where the brave are free and love is soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Life is a highway, I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I won't drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around.
I loved you now like I loved you then.
This is the road and these are the hands.
From Mozambique to those Memphis nights, to the Congress past to Vancouver's lights.
Knock me down, back up again.
You're in my blood, I'm not a lonely man.
There's no road I can hold, the road's so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in. Tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway, I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I won't drive it all night long. There was a distance between you and I. A misunderstanding once, but now we look it in the eye. There's no road I can hold, the road's so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in, tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway, I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, 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 yeah, life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, 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 yeah.
Hey, good morning. Are we on the air?
Well, we've got the sign up.
Yeah. There.
Hey!
Right. Welcome
All right.
to Superintendent Spotlight. It is Thursday, January 12th, and it feels like January.
It does. We actually have a what we call mood snow falling
Yeah.
down right now outside here, right outside beautiful Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy. It's actually exciting, although it came out of nowhere though, didn't it?
It really did, because I didn't see this in the forecast. Did you? Anyone?
No.
I mean,
If you
they said-
listened to the chief meteorologist of Bobby G and Company, you would know that it was going to snow this morning.
well, how come the other meteorologist on the station you used to work for, Pete, had no clue?
I have no idea.
Oh, I wonder what they're looking at. So today, because the snow is supposed to stop by 11:30, and it's not really sticking on the
No.
main roads at all.
This
it's
is just
sticking on
nice
the
to look
sidewalks.
at.
Right.
Yeah.
This is mood snow is perfect. So Tigers Pride is open today from 10:45 to 12:15. Today's soups: creamy chicken Florentine and a French onion croque. Doesn't that sound kind of good?
It does. It does pretty good.
The special salad for today is a grilled chicken Caesar salad. And then the entrees are Dijon crusted pork medallions, finished with a Dijon cream sauce served with rice pilaf and roasted vegetables. And then, or you could get a roasted vegetable and ricotta pizza. It's a personal size pizza with roasted zucchini, squash, mushrooms, asparagus, spinach, and onions. Sounds very healthy.
Well, I was going to say you can get, kind of couple of your vegetable servings in while having pizza.
While having pizza,
bad.
but this is more my speed. The sandwich special today is a patty melt, grilled hamburger patty with caramelized onions,
That is
Dijonnaise,
your favorite.
and cheddar cheese griddled with your choice of bread, served with French fries and a pickle. But
I had that
tomorrow-
yesterday. That was tasty.
It was
I
tasty.
bet.
Yes, it was tasty.
It sounds good. And then we have the buffet on Friday. 10:45 to 12:15. They're having their soups: carved pork with pan gravy, beef stew and dumplings, sweet and sour chicken over jasmine rice, curry chicken, seared teriyaki salmon with butter, seafood stuffed pollock with lobster sauce. Wow. Roasted vegetables, sautéed green beans, rice pilaf, roasted potatoes, dinner rolls, and, of course, dessert.
Still the best deal in town.
It really is. And I might be making an appearance.
I was going to
at
say,
that tomorrow.
it sounds like you're on your way to that.
I might be, yeah. So, all right, here we go. A little bit of snow on the ground, but today we are talking Southampton Road
Yes.
Elementary School. We haven't had you on this year yet, have we?
Nope, first
All
time
right.
here.
It's a little late in January, but that's okay. You're not the only one. But thank you for being our guest on our show. We have Principal Mary Seeplick, and so why don't you introduce who we have for what you brought with you today?
So I brought some SRS Star friends with me today, some of our fourth graders here.
Nice.
To my left is Alyssa Osborne. She's going to share why she came on the show. And then we also have Brady Panis and Johnny Yvonne with us today.
Excellent. And they're going to, again, tell us why we're on the show. But the other thing I want to tell you about today is that it actually is, in case you were wondering, it is Stick to Your New Year's Resolution Day. All right, so it's observed on January 12th
Nice.
because it's almost halfway through January, and we're already starting to break our New Year's resolutions. Guilty is charged.
Not me. I got up this morning and exercised because of that.
There you go. Guilty is charged.
I'm actually doing okay.
You are.
I am doing okay. Not perfect, but okay.
So if you could do with a renewed commitment to your goals, today is the great day to begin.
Although, didn't you say, I think you said yesterday that you're going to restart February 1st.
Yeah, I thought, I don't know, it felt weird to start in the middle of a month.
Christine Shea said she was going to start
She
February.
did say
1st,
that.
yes.
Yes, that's true.
In the past, New Year's resolutions in the United States were actually more religious because of the Protestant influence in this country,
that's right.
but people wished for stronger work ethic back then, moral character, and restraint, in keeping with the religious teachings, right? Today's resolutions reflect a different kind of self-improvement. We find people resolving to stay fit, do things they love. Although maybe seemingly self-indulgent, these resolutions aren't all that different from the historical precedent, right? Bettering oneself forms the core of any resolution, as evidenced by Principal Seeplick. So these are the top 8 New Year's resolutions according to a recent survey. The number one New Year's resolution is to exercise more.
Sure.
The second one is to eat healthier. Third one is to lose weight.
All going hand in hand.
Yeah. The fourth one is to save more money.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
It is. Number 5, spend more time with family and friends. Number 6, spend less time on social media. How are you doing on that one, Chris? Do you?
I don't have any.
That's why I said it. Yeah.
I can't. That's already in the bank. I have no social media whatsoever.
Reduce stress on the job. Yeah, how you doing on that one, folks? And then the last one is to reduce spending on living expenses. And in these times of inflation, I don't know how you're doing that.
Yeah, that one's interesting.
It's
That one's
tough. So I think people are cutting back, though. I think you have to.
So 6 out of 8 isn't bad then.
Right, exactly. Yeah, 6 out of 8 isn't bad. So at some point, we will do some New Year's Eve trivia, 10 questions. And the person who gets the best score will get a New Year's resolution journal. So you can write. It's lined. You can use it for anything that you want, actually. But if you want to keep track of your New Year's resolution, here is a little journal for you.
Very nice.
So here we go. All right.
Surprise.
Let us start. Principal Seeplick, who would you like to talk about, or who would you like to go first?
Alyssa, can you share why you're on the show first?
Sure.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Alyssa Osborne, and I'm on the show because I did this summer birthday thing at my school.
Sounds
Can you
nice.
tell us more about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I felt like the summer birthday should be announced because all the other birthdays in the year are. So I wrote a persuasive letter to Mrs. Seeplick about the summer birthdays. She said, yes, but when are we going to do them? She was really busy, and we didn't have time to decide when we should announce them. So I wrote another letter to Mrs. Seeplick, and I came up with the idea of announcing their birthday on their half birthday. And now I announce the summer birthdays on their half birthdays every morning. Also, I'm a summer birthday too.
Well, I was going to say, go ahead. Yeah, I was going to say, you must be a summer birthday like me, right?
Yeah.
And me.
Yes.
And me.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And me.
Oh!
Look at that. 5 out of 6.
That's
Not bad.
No, in the summer, huh? That's interesting.
So, Alyssa, a couple things. Alyssa's using her leadership skills for good at
She just
SF.
talked about a persuasive letter, and
Persuasive.
I was pretty happy to hear
Very
that.
impressive.
Yeah, very
Impressed,
impressive.
right?
Yes.
And then a second persuasive
persuasive letter because we didn't get time after the first one. But she stuck to it, like we ask our
Persistence,
to do.
perseverance.
Yeah, perseverance. And now she announces them with our morning announcements every morning. So it's really neat. And being a summer birthday, I think it's great.
Yeah, that's terrific. All right. You know what? We're going to take a quick break and play our first song, and then we'll introduce our next students. I think it's Pete. Pete, you over there? Okay.
Oh, he has returned.
He is. So, Pete, if you can play our first song, remember, these 4 songs are from the same year. We'll hear the first 3. I'll tell you the last one. You have to try to guess the year. And everybody's a winner here on Superintendent Spotlight, so don't worry if you get it wrong. All right, here we go.
Number 10.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
And welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight. It's again January 12th. We have some mood snow outside. It looks pretty, I'm told. I guess I agree. So again, today is Stick to Your New Year's Resolution Day. So we're going to come back to that in a second. But we have two more guests to go to. But before I say that, I forgot. That was Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, if you're unaware. And it was number 10 in this year, whatever year this is, in the top 100 Billboard chart. So we do this every week because I love music and I think it's just fun to do. And Chris is actually getting, well, he's pretty good.
Yeah, the I got to be honest, I'm okay. I think where I struggle is when we get into like right now.
Yeah,
when we get into the current,
last
like,
week you were
clueless. Clueless.
Yeah, last week was 2022.
Right.
And
that you did.
Well, because I figured it was a new year, so
Right.
you do all the songs from the previous year. It's difficult, and honestly, trying to find music that I can actually play on the air from today's music is pretty difficult because the lyrics are really offensive. They are.
Sure.
They're just not
school
appropriate.
No,
They're
not.
They really probably aren't society appropriate either.
Yes.
But they do it. And
Wholeheartedly agree.
what frightens me is that people listen to that, and then I think it makes it. Well, I'm not going to get on myself.
Anyway.
But yes, I don't want to do that. But I just think it's not sending a very positive message.
Not to our students. It is
No.
not.
Young minds.
Right. That's what I would think about. All right. Who's up next, Principal Seaplick? Who do we have?
So we have Brady Panis and Johnny Yvonne. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
My name is Brady Panis, and I'm the president of K-Kids.
K-Kids? What's
K-Kids?
K-Kids? Hold on one second. So I that's an interesting question. Like, what are K-Kids?
K-Kids? Oh, that's what Johnny's supposed to do.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Johnny Even. I'm the vice president of K-Kids.
All right. So what are K-Kids?
K-Kids is a service club for students in elementary school. It's led by kids just like you. Each club determines their own community service projects and how they will help others.
Wow.
Nice.
We have raised money for the Whip City Animal Sanctuary. We have made placemats for holiday placemats for the senior center, and we're discussing our next project, and that will be raising money to buy new classroom flags.
New classroom what?
American flags.
Flags,
Beautiful.
American flags. Oh, nice. Nice.
So Brady, do you want to tell us what the K is abbreviation for?
Oh, it's sponsored by
By
Kiwanis.
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 Yes.
Yes.
And we have 4 elected officers, and we are planning in the spring to visit Westfield Animal Sanctuary.
Have you ever been there before?
I've drove past it a million times.
Same here.
Same.
That's how I drive to work every day. I drive by it, but it's only open, I believe, unless with special arrangements. Saturdays, like 3 hours or something, like 10 to 12 or 1 or something
Oh,
like
wow.
that. Are you excited to go there?
Yeah.
Do you like animals?
Yeah.
Me too. Me too. So how
When
long?
you guys meet?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep
you wanna
going.
Share when you guys meet.
Every Friday.
Oh,
Who's your leader?
Missy wins.
I can see that. I
Yeah.
absolutely can see that. Yeah.
So you said you're raising money, right?
Yeah.
We've raised over $600 already.
That is
Wow.
amazing.
Maybe you could sell Mr. Zaporowski and Mr. Rogers a sticker today, right on the show.
That might happen.
Do you want to tell them about our SRS stickers that you guys sell?
Raising money by selling SRS stickers and a raffle basket.
A raffle basket.
Mm-hmm.
So you're selling raffle tickets and someone will win the basket?
They did that already.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We
They
did
did it
that on our concert.
at our holiday concert.
Oh, all
Okay.
right. Nice.
Nice. $600. That's pretty impressive.
They sell we have SRS oval stickers
And
for cars, and
they're $5 each.
Mm-hmm.
do you want to ask them if they'd like to buy one?
Do you want to buy one?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Of course. You don't have any with you, do you?
No.
Oh, I want
We
to
can-
show
Okay.
our audience.
We can
members.
send them interoffice mail. Though.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
good idea.
That's perfect. Or we can stop by Southampton Road.
Well, I was
and
going
pick
to say,
them up.
yeah, we'll go by the school.
How long have you been on the K-Kids Club?
You can only be on it in 4th grade.
Okay.
Oh,
good
I
to
gotcha,
know.
gotcha,
All right. So it's
gotcha.
only for 4th graders, right?
Yeah, and only 15 of us.
Is it maxed at 15 or only 15?
Max of 15.
Max of 15.
Okay.
And so we're developing leadership skills at SRS through this club and then through other programs like Alyssa's doing with her half birthdays. And we really try and empower kids to, if they have great ideas, bring them forward. It is their school.
Right.
We always say it's their school, and so we want to make it a great experience for them to be at. So we encourage kids to develop their leadership skills and use their leadership for good.
And it sounds like that's happening.
It absolutely is happening.
So, Alyssa, do you like Southampton Road?
Mm-hmm.
Well said.
Well said. So next year you're going to be going to a different school, right? You know that?
Uh-huh.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Right down the street.
It's right next door, though, I think.
Yeah.
So you're not traveling really far. What do you like about Southampton Road Elementary School, besides your principal?
Well, I like the teachers there. And the playground.
The playground is nice too, right? How about lunch? Do you like lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Now, do you do morning? It sounds like you do some morning announcements, right?
Yeah. I do the summer birthday announcements.
Very nice.
We have a rotation. So
Yeah.
last year we
Every fourth grader gets to go on the morning announcement.
And
good.
And you usually do it more than once because you keep on rotating.
Love
it.
It's part of the ELA standard. So last year we started that the fourth graders do announcements. And
Brilliant.
we rotate through the three fourth grade classes, and they each take a turn. Sometimes the kids are nervous, but they do it and they rise to the occasion. They do a great job.
So every student, really, in theory, should at least get to do it twice, if not 3 times. Correct?
Yeah.
How many times have you done it?
I've done it once.
I've done it twice.
And how about you?
Well, I've done it once, and then I've done the half birthdays.
I like that.
So when you say half birthday, can you explain to the audience what that means?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So it's like, I'm August 18th. My half birthday is February 18th.
Gotcha.
So I announce my actual birthday on my half birthday.
Got it. Because that's because literally in our school year that would be where it would line up about half.
So
It's 6 months from your
6
birthday.
months, yeah.
So my daughter's half birthday, she's July 13th.
Sure.
Her half birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
When my kids were little, we used to do half birthdays at the Seaplick House, and I used to make them half a cake. And we used to sing Hap Birthday. We'd sing half of the happy birthday song.
That's very clever.
Yeah, we're kind of crazy about birthdays at the Seaplick household.
I
so
guess.
We were super excited when Alyssa
cool.
brought this forward.
So my half birthday has already passed.
Yeah. Well.
Yes.
Okay, so
Would have been January 5th.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good math. Good math. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Mr. Rogers, when is your summer birthday?
June 15th.
So yours has passed. Yours
Yours
was
was
December.
December 15th.
Look at that.
Little math over here, boys. Very good. Very good.
Great.
So we started it. Our last day of school is scheduled if we don't have a snow day.
Well, it's not going to be today.
Oh, come on.
Snow day.
We might as well just announce it right now. Like, the snow's going to end by like 11 o'clock. You guys are going to be fine. Safest place to be is in the building.
Yes. And what's for lunch today? Anybody know?
I think it's a cheese quesadilla.
We left before morning announcement.
We can't possibly not have cheese quesadilla today.
That actually sounds good too.
I don't like.
So we
quesadilla.
started half.
Oh no.
It's one of my son's favorite foods.
Our last day of school is scheduled for June 14th, so we started half birthdays on December 15th because that would be the first
first
birthday
day.
if we don't have any.
Wouldn't it be amazing if we didn't have any?
Oh, come on. A good old-fashioned snow day once in a while,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. The best.
But then you have to go to school an extra day in June.
You don't
Well,
really
you get
know
to
it,
play in
though.
the snow, though.
That's true. You
That's
do get
true.
to play in the
Yeah,
snow.
you're right. You're
Well,
right about that.
If there's a good storm, I'm sure the superintendent will call a snow day.
The only time we don't want snow days, though, is like April. You know, by then we want
Spring.
We want spring. We want baseball season.
When I was a kid,
Baseball!
we had a week off
We
All right.
both played
in
baseball.
April because of snow. When I
Wow.
was a kid. Yeah.
It happened. It's happened. I think we've had a late.
The April Fool's Day storm.
Yeah. We don't really like those.
No.
though. But we're due. We're due for a.
Oh,
a
we
storm.
definitely are due.
So, but it's actually been a pretty mild winter
It
Amazing.
comparatively.
happened. For the heating bills.
I was just going to say, my heating bill is loving it. Of
course.
The fact that I haven't had to, every time I hear my furnace on, I think I go to, and it's like, I get anxiety.
Panic
because-
mode.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. All right, so, Brady, we want to know, do you like Southampton Road School?
Yeah.
What do you like about Southampton Road School?
I like the playground.
That's a nice playground. Is there anything else you like about Southampton Road School?
Our principal.
Okay.
Oh, very
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
Yeah, I was just going to say. Did she pay you to say that? No, I'm just kidding. How about your teachers?
I like them too.
Are you learning a lot at Southampton Road School?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you too?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Johnny, how about you? Do you like Southampton Road School?
Yeah.
You do?
A lot of boys that like football play football.
Oh,
From the-
at recess
okay.
time.
Yeah.
What's your favorite class?
Class?
Yeah.
Math.
Oh,
Math.
excellent.
That was the
Now-
right answer, Johnny.
Now, didn't he yell out, or was it Brady who yelled
It
out?
was Johnny.
Johnny, you yelled out the 6 months. He knew that very quickly. That was terrific.
What's your favorite class?
Math.
Math as well.
Yeah.
Did you pay them to say that too, Principal
I
Seapley?
think mine is maybe writing.
Okay. Oh, all right. There we go. Well, who taught you how to write a persuasive letter? That's what I
was
want.
gonna say, it has to be, right?
A lot of my teachers.
Okay, that's a good answer too. Say all of them. Yeah, that's
All of
perfect.
them, yeah.
All right, there you go. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and our second song.
Oh, yes.
Is number 11 in this year.
Ah.
Number 11. Pete, you ready?
Para bailar la bamba, que necesito una poca de gracia para mi patria. Y arriba, y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bamba. Para bailar la bamba, necesito una poca de gracia para mi patria. Y arriba, y arriba. Para bailar la bamba, necesito una poca de gracia para mi patria. Y arriba, y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight. That was quick. As there you go. You got caught off guard.
I
Gave me a 2-minute song. What do you expect?
I know.
Yeah, I can see myself.
Do you remember? Do you have a thought yet? Don't answer it if you don't give me the year, Pete. But do you have a thought of where this came from yet? What year we're in?
I think it was when I was in high school, so like 84 to 88, somewhere in there.
Oh, we got
Ding,
a
ding,
range.
ding, ding,
We got a
ding.
range. Okay.
I know it's when I was in high school.
All right. Did anybody, before I ask that, it is our New Year's resolutions, right? So that's the day. Stick to it. Does anyone want to, if you made one, if you want to share it, you can. You don't have to, but we can share our resolutions. Go ahead.
So I made one to be healthier.
Yeah, which is right in line with everybody else, right?
So my goal is to exercise 4 or 5 times a week. And the best time to do it is before school.
Definitely.
It is.
If not, you never know if you'll get
So
it in.
what I've noticed is before school I have energy. After the day, I'm wiped, and it's not the incentive to exercise. It's
Right.
not
No, there's
really
no
there.
question.
Plus, you're sharper when you exercise in the morning. I just feel better.
No question about that either.
It helps you start your day. All right.
It's tough when you have to get up at 4:30 in the morning to exercise.
That is really tough. But I've known people who get up at 4:30 and do it, and
They go to 24-hour gyms and stuff like that.
yeah,
I know.
that's impressive. That's not me.
I did that every year for, I think, the first 10 years that I taught. I was in the gym
first?
every morning because that was the only, like you said, between teaching and then coaching and then going home to your family, there was no time to do anything after that.
Right.
So,
Alyssa, do you have a New Year's resolution? It's okay if you don't. Not everyone makes one.
I do. It's to pet my dogs more.
Oh, and how are you doing so far? Are you achieving it?
Yeah.
Good, and I bet you your dogs are happy too.
Yeah, they are.
I'm sure. All right, Brady, what do you think?
I haven't really made one.
That's more than fair.
that's okay.
And Johnny, have you made a resolution this year?
I kind of do like 15 push-ups a day, but I don't really do them.
Oh. So this day's for you. That means today's the day to recharge and get back to your New Year's resolution.
I've only done it like twice.
And Johnny,
Okay.
don't forget, when 15 push-ups a day doesn't mean you have to do them all at the same time.
That's
right?
right.
You could spread them out throughout
5,
the day too.
5, and 5.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, so we have 10 true-false questions.
Here we go.
And so you just have to guess true-false, and Mr. Rogers is going to keep score for us. The first question is, or the first statement, New Year's Day became a federal holiday in 1985. Is that true or false? Mrs. Seeplick.
False.
Alyssa. Just guess.
I don't know. False?
Okay, Mr. Rogers.
False.
Okay, Brady.
False.
Johnny.
False.
And Pete. Is he there?
No.
I'm not sure on that one. I wasn't totally listening because I was working on something.
All right. It's New Year's Day became a federal holiday in 1985. True or false?
False.
False. The answer is false. It actually became a holiday in 1885. Did you know that?
It's much sooner than 1985. I knew that because I was a sophomore in high school in 1985.
Right. And you had the day off. We all did.
Oh,
right?
we all did.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the next one. Number 2. Every year, approximately 70 to 75% of U.S. adults set New Year's resolutions. Every year, approximately 70 to 75% of U.S. adults set New Year's resolutions. Pete, we're going to start with you.
Yeah, I didn't this year because I didn't want to disappoint myself. But I have like 6-month goals, so they're not really New Year's resolutions because those usually fall flat.
All right. True or false? 70 to 75% of the country does it. What do you think?
True.
True. Okay. We're going to go with Johnny. What do you think?
True.
True. Okay. And then we're going to go with Brady.
True.
Mr. Rogers.
True.
Alyssa.
True.
Principal Seeplick.
I'm thinking it's false. That seems a little high.
It is false. The answer is actually about 40 to 45%. So less than half people of it do that.
Mrs. Seeplick takes the early 2-1 lead.
She does. Okay. Number 3, Times Square. Ha. Here we go. Times Square witnessed the first New Year's Eve ball drop in 1904. True or false? Mrs. Seeplick.
I'm going with true.
Okay. Alyssa.
False.
Okay. Mr. Rogers.
I'm going to say true.
All right. And Brady?
False.
All right. And Johnny?
True.
True. Pete, you got to...
True.
True. It is false. The answer is 1907. But the first New Year's Eve celebration was in 1904 at Times Square, but they didn't have.
So I think Alyssa said false, right?
Did.
I said false. And Brady.
And Brady, right?
Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
So we've got. Well, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice job.
All right. Question 4. The Waterford Crystal Times Square New Year's Eve ball weighs about 12,000 pounds. True or false? The Waterford Crystal Times Square New Year's Eve ball weighs about 12,000 pounds. Pete, we're starting with you.
6 tons. Yeah.
6 tons.
That's heavy.
I think that is true.
Okay. Johnny?
False.
False. Brady?
False.
Mr. Rogers?
I'm going with true. That sounds like number. That sounds about right.
Alyssa?
False.
False. Principal Sieblich?
False.
The answer is true. It actually weighs 11,875 pounds.
So it's not 12,000.
Approximately. Close enough. Number 5. The Times Square New Year's Eve ball is taken down every spring. It's taken down every spring. Principal Sieblich?
True.
True. Alyssa?
True.
Mr. Rogers? Come on.
False.
False?
False.
False? Johnny?
False.
False? Pete?
False.
False. It
They
is
only-
false.
They only take off the crystals.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
they leave it up there. It's 12,000 pounds. You're not carrying that around like in your back
But
pocket.
they take the crystal facets off every year and put those up. Takes about a month to put them on.
It does.
Alyssa, what did you say there?
I said
Did you say true or false?
or true. I
Okay.
said true.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to get a scoreboard update here. That's why.
All right. Number 6. Antarctica. Ha, there you go. See, you're learning stuff here on Superintendent Spotlight
Yes.
today. Antarctica hosts an annual New Year's Eve or New Year's music festival. Antarctica hosts an annual New Year's music festival. Is that true or false? Pete?
Antarctica holds a music. False.
False. Okay. You know, Antarctica is the one continent like nobody lives on year round. I'm
that's
just
what I was
telling you.
gonna, like,
Okay, so
Right, there's a handful of researchers there. That's about it.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
going to say it's got to be false.
what? Okay, Johnny, true or false? Antarctica has an annual New Year's Eve music festival.
True.
True. Okay, Brady.
True.
True. Mr. Rogers.
It's inhabitable, right? So I'm going false.
Okay, Alyssa.
False.
Principal Sieblich.
False.
The answer is true. It's called ice stock.
Whoa.
It begins around 2 o'clock on New Year's Eve and runs until 1 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Day.
And
You're
3
kidding
people
me.
attend?
It's actually the researchers that do it. They put it on. They actually practice for it all year in their free time because what else are you going to do? You're going to go for a walk in Antarctica? I don't know that you're doing that. So you got to do something.
All right, scoreboard update. Mrs. Seaplek with 2, Alyssa with 3, Brady with 4, Johnny with 3, Pete with 3, and Mr. Rogers with 3.
Wow. All right.
I'd like a recount.
Next question. In Switzerland, people drop dollops of ice cream on their floors to promise good fortune for the new year. In Switzerland, people drop dollops of ice cream on their floors to promise good fortune for the new year. Pete?
True.
Johnny?
True.
Brady?
True.
Mr. Rogers?
True.
Alyssa?
True.
Principal Seaplick?
I'm saying false. The only word I've heard dollop associated with is sour cream.
Yeah, a dollop of daisy.
Right.
Yeah. The answer is false. It's not ice cream. It's what we celebrated last week, Pete. It's whipped cream. They throw whipped cream on the ground. There you go.
So, Mr. Rogers, I think I was the only one that said false.
You were, yes.
Yeah.
So now you've closed the gap. Brady's still in the lead with 4, everybody else with 3.
There's three questions left. In Spain, look at that. We're getting culture here, right? In Spain, I'm still, someday, on a bucket list, I want to go to ice stock in Antarctica.
No, I do not. Pass.
I'm good.
In Spain, 12 grapes are consumed to represent good luck for each month of the year. In Spain, 12 grapes are consumed to represent good luck for each month of the year. Principal Seaplick.
True.
Alyssa.
False.
Mr. Rogers.
True.
True.
True. Johnny.
True.
True. Pete.
True.
True. The answer is true.
Ah.
But there's a catch. You have to eat all 12 when so there's 12 chimes at midnight. You have to eat all 12 before the chimes are finished. Can you do that?
Yeah.
That's how it means you get good luck. So that's pretty
How
good.
long are the chimes?
I don't know.
Bong.
I think maybe a second or two each, right? It's not 2 seconds probably. All right, next one. In Denmark, it is considered good luck to break plates at someone's door on New Year's. In Denmark, it is considered good luck to break plates at someone's door for New Year's. Pete.
Denmark.
Mm-hmm.
I know in Greece it's good luck to break plates. I would say it's just crazy enough to be true.
Okay. Johnny?
True.
True. Brady?
True.
Mr. Rogers?
False.
Alyssa?
False.
Principal Seeplick?
True.
It is true.
Let's go.
They break plates. It's supposed to banish bad spirits.
Really?
That's a lot. They don't use their good plates either, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Not using their fine china.
They're not using the fine china. But
Yeah,
also
really
in Denmark,
ones.
I thought this was an interesting thing. Danes stand on chairs just before midnight because an old tradition says they have to jump into the new year when it strikes 12. So they jump off their chair and hopefully don't get hurt.
I was going to say.
Kids try this.
Somebody call the
or
ER.
at
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
After you've had your champagne toast, you're jumping off a chair.
I don't know if that's a great tradition, so I'm glad it's not here. All right, here's number 10. We got a lot of ties, don't we? What am I going to do with all that?
Actually,
Brady's winning.
actually, Brady leads the field right now.
Okay.
He's got 6, and then Johnny and Pete have 5, and Mrs. Seeplick has 5.
What does Mr. Rogers have?
4.
What do I have?
3.
Oh,
It's okay, Alyssa. It's okay.
It's okay.
still a winner.
That's right.
All right.
Everybody's a winner on Superintendent Spell.
Exactly. Number 10. In Miami, there's an orange that rises rather than a ball that drops. In
Kind of like
Miami,
Northampton.
there's an orange that rises rather than a ball that drops. Pete?
I would say yes. True.
Okay. Johnny?
False.
Brady?
False.
Well, I have to go true.
False.
True.
The answer is true. So now we have ties.
All right. So, Brady, you said false, right? Johnny, what did you say?
False.
Okay. Pete said true, and Mr. Rogers said true.
So of the students, who won?
So Brady had 6.
And
So,
Miss Seeplick had
so of the students, Brady has 6.
Okay, I'm going to give it to the student. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Here you go.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
buddy.
Brady. Nice job.
Nice job. You win. All right, we're going to take our last break and play number on this chart here. This is number 15 of this year. Number 15.
Number 15.
See the stone set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side. I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On a bed of nails she makes me wait. And I wait without you, with or without you, with or without you. Through the storm we reach the shore. You gave it all, but I want more. And I'm waiting for you, with or without you, with or without you, I can't live, with or without you.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Here we are. Welcome back. Welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight. So we have new scenery in the background, but while we were on the break, Pete was showing us the back parking lot here, and the snow already seems to have tapered quite a bit, right? It's almost to nothing. So
That's right.
It's like light snow.
Jeez, good thing we didn't call for an early release. Huh?
I know, huh? Oof. How many messages I must have at my office already for that. But if you look at the background, that is my backyard.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, but for the new guests.
Right.
That is my backyard.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I have a pond.
Is that a lake?
It's a pond, yeah. It's called Crowbrook Pond because Brook goes right through and then dumps a bunch of water for me and then keeps going. So
Fancy.
I have otters that live there too, like a family of otters.
Do you have a paddle boat?
I have a rowboat that actually.
Yeah, how deep is it?
Are the otters nice?
So it's shallow on the side closest to me, but it gets deep on the other side. So, and that's where the otters come in actually. And if you've never seen otters, they're so playful. They're really they're not afraid of humans. They kind of show off. They like.
How good's your
jump up.
bandwidth? We'll set up an otter cam for the schools.
Bandwidth is terrible.
Oh, okay.
If you are not on.
I'll sign you up for Starlink.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. It's Montgomery. I mean, I'm 12 minutes away from
That's
my
what I'm
office,
saying.
but I might as well live in another world.
We'll sign you up for Starlink.
What kind of fish are there, Zap?
So I've seen pumpkin seed and catfish.
So catfish and sunfish. Yep.
So, but I will say I've thought about stocking it and then having all my family over to go fishing.
That'd be fun. And your friends.
And
more.
friends. Yes, absolutely.
So we have a couple things we want to announce from SRS.
All right, let me just do the music, and then we're gonna do that. So that was "With or Without You" by U2. If you didn't know, it was number 15. The last song that we will go out with, which we won't hear, is called "Little Lies" by Fleetwood Mac. And I wanted to do that because Christine McVie sings that, and she passed away. So we're a little tribute to Christine McVie. That was number 51, though. So that's a late one. So what year are we in? Pete, you get to first guess.
I'm going to say 85.
85. Principal Seeplick?
I was actually going to say 87.
87. Mr. Rod, and I don't know. I mean, the kids can play, but I don't know if they have any idea what year we're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know.
That's fair.
Can I guess?
You can guess if you'd like.
88.
Okay.
88.
Mr. Rogers?
86.
Can I guess 89?
You can.
Actually,
And-
I'll guess 2.
Okay.
84.
84. What's your guess? 90. The answer is 1987.
See, I was in the range right off the
I
bat.
graduated from high school.
Yeah. 1987. You're off by 1 year.
I was off by.
Could have come out the end of 86, and then that's what happens.
Yeah.
It's the charts the following year.
We went to the concert in 87.
Yeah.
The U2
The
concert.
Bomba was released in 87.
Yeah.
Did anyone say 87?
Yes.
Mr.
Principal
Seeplick
Seeplick
did?
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations.
So, congratulations. Okay, some few announcements. So you want to touch the background, right?
She
You
has
said.
been.
And
To see what would
look,
happen.
see, you're touching the screen. Isn't that great?
So we have a couple things coming
Okay.
up we want to announce.
Perfect.
First, I know that you shared this with your parent group, but we want to get the word out. Countdown to kindergarten
Yay.
is February 8th. We're hoping all of our kindergarten family or future kindergarten families come out to register their kids.
Register early and
Yes,
often,
and often.
please, because it helps us plan for the next school year.
Not often. We only wanted them registering once.
Oh, well, yeah.
What's that red button?
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yeah, we want all of our families throughout the city to come out and register their kids on February 8th.
Press it in a minute, okay? Wait
that's
till
coming up.
Mrs. Seeplick's done talking. Go
The
ahead.
next thing, kids, what's our character trait for the month of January? What are we focusing on?
Inclusive?
Good job.
Yeah.
Being inclusive.
Oh.
So I go around to every classroom and read a story every month, focus on the character trait. So the story I'm reading this month is The Invisible Boy, which focuses on making sure that we're being inclusive and not excluding anyone.
That's terrific.
The next thing that I want to thank our PTO and our amazing superintendent.
Oh.
So with PTO funds and our district funds, we were able to have 9 touch views delivered yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So the touch view truck arrived. I took a picture and sent it to the lucky teachers that were getting their touch views and said, it's Christmas in January
Yeah.
at SRS. So we were super excited.
Yay.
I'm still learning how to use the touch view. Honestly, I mean, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
The amount of technology that I think about the old smart boards and then even the Epsons that we had. These touch views, it's a computer TV. I mean, it's really what it is. And it's touch screen, so you can make it do stuff. My biggest thing is I touch too often or something, and things happen that I didn't intend to happen.
Well,
That's what I see happen.
Yeah, and then if you remember the other day when we were at the high school, I'm so used to using touch views now that we were doing a presentation on a laptop.
And he's touching
I'm
the
sitting
screen.
there touching the screen.
And nothing was
nothing's
happening.
So the last thing I want to share about is that these are invitations. I know you know about this already, but on Tuesday, January 24th, we are having a STEM day with our preschoolers. So we have, for those that don't know, we have an amazing preschool at SRS. We have a 3-year-old classroom and a 4-year-old.
I was going to ask you to talk about it, so please do.
Yes, so we are very
It's
excited.
a pilot program, right?
Pilot program, so that we started it this year. We have 15 kids in each of the 2 classrooms, and it's been going really, really well. Those are truly the littles of SRS.
They are.
Yeah.
They
We
are.
used to say knee-high to a boll weevil.
Yeah.
So they are very small, but they're very cute. Kids, you want to say anything about our preschool friends at SRS?
When they walk by us,
They
and,
hold a rope. Yeah,
Yeah.
to make their line be straight.
Yeah.
and they always like look around, and they're always looking at us. And I look at them to see how much taller I am.
You guys probably feel pretty big right next to the preschoolers.
Yeah.
So, yes, we are thrilled to have our preschool at SRS. They are included in all of our programs.
I know. I think it's terrific, right? And it's a full day program.
It is, yep. They are in school for the full day. They get dropped off at 9 o'clock. They have breakfast and lunch, and then they get picked up at 3:15, and they're learning so much.
So they're becoming
That's
part of the
fantastic.
school.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yesterday we had our PBIS assembly to hand out our certificates for the month of December, and 4 of our preschool students were recognized for being compassionate.
Yeah, I think someone sent me a picture of one of them. Yes.
So it's very fun. So.
That's
Very
terrific.
Nice.
But part of our preschool program is we're having, it stems from a story. It's a pre-K event integrating literacy with science, technology, engineering, and math. It's Tuesday, January 24th. So what would the half birthday be if we're on January 24th, Alyssa?
January 24th.
Whose half birthday would?
Yeah, just hand up right away.
Yeah.
Do you want to phone a friend?
Not me.
That would be. What did you say? January 24th.
January 24th.
That would be July 24th.
Right. So if your birthday's on
Right.
July 24th, that's
Johnny
your
knew.
birthday. And Mr. Artie and Miss Murphy's class will be hosting this event, and we wanted to invite Superintendent Zaporowski and Mr. Rogers.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Here.
So I'm coming to the morning session.
Yes.
It's already in my calendar.
Great.
I'm very excited about that.
All right.
And then maybe we'll stop by and see these. We'll
That would
follow
be
up
great.
there
Get
too.
our
I think we can
stickers.
do that too. Are you going in the morning?
Let me take a quick peek. I'd love.
Just cancel what else you got
Yeah,
going
I was
on
gonna
and go.
say, we'll
Get
get-
there, will you?
And then one other thing I want
Yes,
to
I
announce, this is
can-
hot off the press. We just met this morning before our radio show to approve this. Our PBIS team met this morning we're going to start positive office referrals at Southampton.
Love that.
So,
Excellent.
when kids are doing the right thing, their teachers are going to catch them doing the right thing and send them to the office. So I get to see them and congratulate them and then call home.
And I'll tell you, that is an amazing, amazing tool.
It is because I think parents are used to hearing from us and
That's
kids
right.
for when things aren't going well, and we need to get more information out there when things are going well. Because by and large, we have wonderful kids, a wonderful
right.
staff, and an awesome district, and I'm not biased at all.
No, not at all. None of us are. So some great things happen at SRS.
Thank you. All right.
Sounds it. Absolutely.
Anything else that you want to say before we go? Because we have 30 seconds until our time is up.
K-Kid.
K-Kids! All right. And it's amazing because didn't that go by fast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already over. I can't
Did you have a
believe
good
it.
time?
Yeah.
You did?
Nice.
Do you want to come back on the show sometime?
Yeah.
We'd love to
Yeah,
have you.
I'd love to have
When
you.
you guys
back.
are at WISH, you can come back.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So look at next week we have we're featuring Paper Mill Elementary School with Principal Stacy Burgess. So please join us then. And the week after we have the new principal from Westfield Middle School, Jesse McMillan. So we'll be talking all things Westfield Middle School. And then February 2nd, Christine Shea and her team are coming in, and we are going to pump up Countdown for Kindergarten, and that'll be the topic of our show. So next week, by the way, in case you're wondering, because I know you are, it is National Popcorn Day. So we will be doing something with popcorn next week. All right, that's it for today. Pete, Little Lies by Fleetwood Mac. Folks, have a terrific weekend.
Great week, everybody.
Drive safely.
Number 51.